Hi friends, happy Friday. Hey lovies, subbies, how are you doing? We have made it to another fabulous, amazing weekend. Oh my goodness, I hope it's gonna be a totally fun. I hope you guys are gonna have tons of fun. How's your Friday going so far? How's it been? Has it been amazing? It's been kind of warm here, but it's summer, so what do you expect? So anyway, this week, Disney announced, today we're going to talk about how I feel about the live action casting of The Little Mermaid, Disney's live action Little Mermaid. I was not going to post this, but after seeing so much posted about it on the internet, it was annoying me. And it's really not a fair kind of video for me to make because I'm a super huge Little Mermaid fan. That's the movie that really lit a torch for me into liking Disney. Back when I was 9 years old, when The Little Mermaid came out, I went to see it in the theater. I immediately fell in love with Ariel and the fabulous Miss Jodie Benson. I mean, that's Ariel's voice. Fell in love with the soundtrack, Sebastian, you name it. I loved it. So I decided I would talk about how I kind of feel about it. Disclaimer on this video, this is no hate to anybody. This is just, I'm trying to have an open conversation with, you know, everybody's opinions on how they feel about it. And yeah, I just want to have I noticed that a lot of conversations about it are not really like open. They're kind of like, people express certain things about why they don't like the live action casting. And then they get mowed down right away, which is crazy. And then other people express what they don't like about it, and then they get mowed down. But there's like no people kind of like having the conversation of, why they don't like it. So let me get started. So this week, Disney said that they announced that this young, I think she's 19 years old, she's Black, she's African American, Halle Bailey was going to be the live action Little Mermaid. Now, I don't know of her. I've never seen anything about her. I heard that she's on the show Blackish. She has a singing group with her sister or her cousin, so I don't know much about her. And, like, I've never heard of her before. But here's my thing with the live action films. We're gonna leave Miss Halle Bailey to the side for a minute. I don't think Disney needs to make any live action Little Mermaid film. Here's my thing. The little girl, Halle Bailey, she's lovely. But my thing is, I'm such a huge Little Mermaid fan that I don't want it to be touched. So whoever Disney announced that they got to play Ariel, I was not gonna like. I put that down a long time ago when people were speculating, I think since last year, or maybe it's been the last couple of years. There's no need for it. And that's only because this little girl right here, this beautiful, lovely character means so much to me that I just don't think anybody can fill her shoes in my eyes. Nobody. Not a living soul on this earth. I don't care if she's Black, white, Asian, Indian, Middle Eastern. There's just nobody they could put in the role that I would love. Because to me, Ariel is Jodie Benson. She will always forever be Jodie Benson. And, I just love that. Ariel's iconic to me. And I know there's certain people out there who feel that way. And, they're called horrible. But, for me, and I think there's quite a few people out there that just don't want a live action Little Mermaid. And I'm one of them. So this has no bearing on Halle Bailey's casting at all. Like I said, they could have casted a redhead, blue-eyed white girl, and I still wouldn't love her. I don't like the live action films. I really don't like them when they involve my princess. Like in Maleficent. I love Angelina Jolie as Maleficent. They couldn't have picked a more fabulous, wickedly beautiful woman to portray her. She's amazing in that role. But do I love Elle Fanning as Aurora? Absolutely not. I think she looks too childish. There's just something that I just don't love about her. No offense to Elle Fanning, but she's trying to fill some really huge shoes, and it just doesn't work for me. Now, with Aladdin, I did really not care for Naomi. And did she do a good job? Yeah, she did a good job. But once again, I really don't love Aladdin for Jasmine. It's the first time in a Disney movie where I really like Aladdin, and he's the guy character. And the genie, it's mostly about the genie for me. So, I don't know, that's why I kind of felt not like I shouldn't make this video, because I'm kind of biased on the fact that I love my my animated films. And like I said, with this movie, she's my favorite Disney princess. And I absolutely love and adore Jodie Benson. Now, the other thing I want to touch on, which I'm finding it's kind of irking me, is everybody's praising Disney for, making her an African-American princess. They're turning Ariel into an African-American. They're being inclusive. Here's my problem with that. I don't have a problem with the fact that they're making Ariel African-American. My problem is, why didn't they do it when they made Cinderella? Why didn't they make Cinderella African-American, or another race for that matter? If Disney wants to be all-inclusive, that's my thing. And why didn't they do that with Jasmine? Why didn't they do that with Belle? I noticed that when they cast these films, they got women that resemble the character from the animated film. So I kind of think it's kind of crazy how people are like praising Disney for being all-inclusive because they're making Ariel African-American, when Disney could have done that with any of their live-action films. I would have loved to seen an African-American Belle. Even if I got to see an African-American Jasmine, or if Jasmine would have been Asian, that still wouldn't have bothered me. But I just find it funny that when people say, oh, I don't want them to make Ariel African-American, that everybody jumps on them and calls them racist and says, we love Disney because Disney's being so all-inclusive. My problem with that is, why didn't Disney do it before? And I know people are going to comment on this video and say, well, Disney didn't do it before because blah, 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 blah. There's no excuse. And I don't want to hear, well, Ariel's not a real character. She's not a real human race. She's a mermaid. So she could be any color. Well, I'm sorry. These films, these tales, these stories are all fiction. Cinderella could be black. Snow White could be black. I mean, it just, if you really, really want to be an all-inclusive company and make everybody feel comfortable, which I am so not opposed to, I would actually prefer to see it a lot more, then Disney had the opportunity to do that anytime they wanted, especially after getting such an amazing, beautiful princess as Tiana. She is my third favorite Disney princess. I love Tiana. She's beautiful. So, and on one hand, I am happy that the representation is being there for an African-American woman to be Ariel. But I also think Disney could have done this a long time ago. If they really, really wanted to be all-inclusive, why did they wait until now to make a live-action Disney princess African-American? That's just my saying. And why in all the other movies did the princesses, the actresses, match the race that the princess was supposed to be from the animated film? You guys get what I'm saying? It's kind of funny, But like I said, I don't want a live-action Little Mermaid. I don't care who they put in the role. I would not love it. I don't like it. But congrats to Halle Bailey. I hope she does an amazing job. And you know what? For those of you that don't want to see it, hey, you don't got to see it. There's no law. And for those of you that love it and can't wait, because I know a lot of folks love the live-action films, go out there and enjoy it and have a great time. Here's my other problem with the Little Mermaid film. Okay, so we all know, well, those of us that are a little bit older, and maybe everybody knows, that Ursula was modeled after Divine, the great, fabulous drag queen Divine. Okay. Here's my thing. I love Melissa McCarthy as well. But here it is. We're in 2019, right? Why not make the role of Ursula go to a drag queen who could kill that role? Drag queens are over the top. They are amazing. Melissa McCarthy is over the top, and she is amazing too. But I'm just saying, if you want to really push it there and take it there, you're having an African-American play Ariel, why not have a drag queen, a gay male, a female impersonator, play Ursula? I mean, what is the stretch? Now, I don't know. This film casting has got everybody crazy, but I hope we all just relax and enjoy it. Like I said, those of us out there that don't want a live action film, don't love it. You know, we don't have to see it. Those of you out there that don't want The Little Mermaid to be cast African American, I don't know what to tell you. I don't necessarily want to scream at people and say racist. I just think a lot of people are used to seeing Ariel like this. And, but again, I kind of think it's a great idea. I kind of am looking forward to seeing what she's going to look like in costume. But then I also think what I said before, Disney, you had a lot of time to do this. You could have did it with Cinderella. You could have did it in Maleficent. You could have did it in Aladdin. You could have even done it in Beauty and the Beast, but they did not. But they're going to do it in Ariel. So, you know, it's kind of crazy all over. But for those of you that don't mind the live action films, you don't mind the change up in the princess, definitely see it, support it, love it. You know, Halle Bailey could do an amazing, fabulous job. And maybe one day I'll see the movie and I'll go, this wasn't so bad. But for me, Jodie Benson is always going to be Ariel. That's always going to be my favorite Disney princess, my favorite Disney movie. It's always going to hold a special place in my heart. So nobody on this earth can touch that role, and I would have loved it. So yeah, I'm not a fan. But I wish her all the best in the world. I hope she kills it. I hope she slays it. And she has fun and a good job. So those are my thoughts on the Little Mermaid casting. I hope you guys understand. I hope it was nice and it wasn't all over the place. It's just how I'm kind of feeling about it. And I just wish everybody would take a step back and just enjoy, you know. There's bigger things in the world. There's a lot more crazier things in the world. But, you know, I understand everybody's point of view. So yeah, it's kind of one of those crazy things, but who knows, maybe Disney wanted the controversy to get stirred up, so when the movie does come out, tons of people see it, because either they want Halle Bailey to be fantastic, or they want her to fail, whichever way. Hopefully she doesn't fail. I don't think she will. Like I said, she's a beautiful, beautiful young lady. I just love my Jodie Benson Ariel. My Jodie Benson Ariel. Jodie Benson is going to be the Little Mermaid as long as I live, okay? If they want to cast Jodie Benson in the live action movie, I know she's not a young woman anymore, but she's still fabulous and I would still love it. So there you guys go. That is just my little talk about the Little Mermaid live action movie casting. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Remember, we're all friends here. Keep it nice and cordial, but definitely express your opinion and what you have to say. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. It's been a total fun. Have a good Friday night. Have a good Saturday, a magical Saturday and a magical Sunday. I will not be with you, but I will be back on Magical Monday with some more exciting fun from my doll room. So remember to love your family, love your friends, but most importantly, love yourself. Be kind, stay positive, and until we meet again in this, there's room for all kinds of love in the Little Mermaid world. You guys have a magical day, and I will see you on Magical Monday. Bye-bye, guys.